Hi there, I'm Xiaoling, and today I'm going to show you my visual calendar for January 2024. I was inspired by this artist at The Hungry Artist on Instagram by her daily January prompts. I like that she did them in a calendar rather than a separate piece of paper. A calendar to me seemed a lot more manageable and more fun. Her prompts included things like angel, galaxy, stars, which I really liked, but I also thought it'd be fun to draw each of my days. My original intention was to draw day by day, but I didn't find her account until the 17th, and then I started doing this on the 21st. This is also an exercise in reflecting. I couldn't even remember what I had done a few days before, so I had to look at my photos. I've included them here as references. I ended up picking photos that represented the day. Obviously, I did a lot more during my days, but these were some of the photos that I took. This was one of my favorite days. I could see these mountains from my window, so I decided to hike up to the top and get a better view of the city. I read this book 5 years ago, and I really loved it then. I love her artwork, and I love what she has to say. I was happy to see it in the library again, and I reread it. I think Arizona has some of the prettiest skies I've ever seen. There were some days when I was focused on just drawing on my phone, and this is what I came up with. I hope that this video gives you a creative idea to try, and I also hope it gives you a better idea of who I am. If you're someone who wants to create more in 2024 as well, I'd love for you to introduce yourself in the comments. I'd love to see what you're up to and what you're creating. This was another great day. We went to the botanical gardens, and then we went and got dinner at a great vegan restaurant. Like I said, I had to look back at photos to see what I had done that day. And on this day, I looked and saw only Duolingo screenshots. Even if I get things right, I like to screenshot new words and things that I might not remember. This was another great day. I went to the library and I went to the Asian festival. I got these noodles at the festival, and I read this book, Messy Roots, by Laura Gao. It was so good and definitely inspired me. And then I love Grant Snyder's work too. On this day we went to Saguaro National Park, the Desert Museum, walked the Turquoise Trail, went to an old mission, and went to my favorite vegan restaurant. Even though my boyfriend and I travel all the time, we've been to Love and Spoonfuls, the name of the restaurant, enough times that I do believe that it's my favorite. On these days, I did a lot of drawing on my phone. It was one of my biggest goals for the year, to get better at drawing in general, and to use what I have. Shinnian Kuala. It means Happy New Year. 2024 is the year of the dragon. I know that Duolingo probably isn't the best way to study Chinese, but it keeps me consistent, and so for that reason, it works. This movie is one of my favorites. It recently came back in theaters, so we went to go see it, and it's even better than I remembered. If you've seen Soul, let me know, what did you think of it? On this day, I edited this video so that I could create this one. Hi everyone, I'm Xiaoling and welcome to my first YouTube video. I share these drawings on other platforms as well. They're in the YouTube Shorts, but I also share the posts on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok if you want to connect with me over there too. On this day, I found out that my Cute Junkie article had been published about 2 weeks before. I'm not very good at checking, but I was happy to see that it was up there. This iconic place is McAfee Knob in Virginia. On this day, I really focused on painting this watercolor. It's for someone who just moved to a whole other country. So I'll probably do a video on it, but I wanted to receive it first. A lot of my week was dedicated to this YouTube challenge, hosted by Think Media and Sean Cannell. I connected with a few super cool people, I learned a ton, and I created, edited, and published my second video. This was another big adventure day. We saw Montezuma Castle, Montezuma Well, both national monuments. We hiked around Bell Rock and Sedona, drove through Oak Creek Canyon, which is stunning, and then went and saw the San Francisco peaks. On this day, we were headed to one park, but as we looked over, we saw these boats in the river and knew we had to go take photos. If you follow me on Instagram, you also know that the power went out during the movie we were seeing, which is crazy. That's never happened to us before. Has it happened to you? And on this day, I carefully sent these 2 painted postcards. I really hope that they reach safely. And then I spent this day wrapping this up. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you got to know me a little bit better. Let me know in the comments what we have in common. And would you try this idea? Would you like to draw out every day? I love the way that it all comes together. My life is super colorful, but as I said, this is just a short representation of what I did each day. And your life is pretty colorful too if you think about it. Thank you so much for watching, and please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. And I'm sending everyone well wishes as we enter February of 2024.